in NC State multiple guys can do.
Horn.
Pretty good challenge by Mitchell. Filipowski's done a good job twice.
Leak out here. McCain, that's a deep one. Bottom.
In transition, this kid.
Bench. So it's Proctor handling it. McCain off the ball, and Jalen Blakes is in for the first time. McCain, book it, a three.
Nice little pin down. Well, John doesn't want the threes, though. That's why he's staying home. I think you got to stunt a little, maybe.
And right now, North Carolina State 1 for 8 from the three-point line. So sticking to the game plan if you do.
Mitchell trying to get around Burns. Not easy, but does.
How about that attack?
The floater and the smile.
The magic of the NCAA tournament.
Roach. That goes down.
The world fighting.
Proctor gets it in. McCain fires and snaps in a three. James Madison.
Who's the guy that got to get going? Pull up.
Roach.
Nice tip.
Knocked to the outside. McCain saves it. Proctor swing. Filipowski. Got it.
Nice extra pass.
Point territory. We approach 3 minutes to go in this first half. Swing it. McCain.
Pull up.
Pull up. On target. And providing emotional support. They wouldn't close the door on the idea of him returning, but boy, it feels very unlikely.
Again, the ability to beat Roberts. Going to find somebody.
Filipowski, extra feed. Jumper Roach. Cha-ching! It's a three. Jamal Shed and his 13 points per game.
Smart here. Force Duke to use a little bit of clock.
And they're going zone, I think, which they've done on occasion.
To protect themselves when they get foul trouble. Or in this case, a small lineup.
Duke might be able to offensive rebound if they get a good look.
Proctor's cut. Feed it. Filipowski drives to the rim for two.
What a flash.
As the head coach, and what a tremendous job he's done with this program. They're trying to go to the Sweet 16 for the first time. The fadeaway is smooth. Jeremy Roach.
They get Edwards on the floor. They got to use him. Carry good footwork, we mentioned.
And the steal there for McCain. Loops it ahead.
Nice give back.
Is he feeling it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And they are reading one another beautifully.
Wisconsin. Duke is currently at 44. Proctor and McCain have both been excellent. Young in there for Duke. Deep one. Heat check. Oh, yeah. Another. Spin and deuce for Fat Edwards.
Oh. Loves that offensive end.
That was a tough shot.
Should have gone to the shot the ball on the last trip. Nice idea of being unselfish.
47-27 Duke. Roach. It's big against small on the inside. They cannot locate Filipowski. Ball movement leads to the jumper, and it's good. It's McCain over and over.
Roll. Sean Stewart caught the ball at the top of the key. You don't rotate to him and leave a shooter in the corner wide open.
Duke is 12 of 24 from three-point territory. They lead at 71-46 over the 12 seed in the South, James Madison.
Same play. They trap it this time.
Proctor, swing, Roach, downtown Duke hit.
Shooting practice.
Drill it from the wing. And DJ Horn not waiting around for the second half to get his scoring going. As soon as he comes off the bench, he's able to get a three-point field goal to go the first of the game for either of these teams.
McCain over the top and up and in. Nicely run play, and again Philip
of this roster.
He is absolutely an angel, but you know I blame Jared for that because he's playing defense. Why are you playing defense pregame, OB? There's no point in it.
Actually, before the game, you said, why is he even playing defense in the game?
Exactly.
Proctor Mitchell slammed that down. Beautifully run by the Blue. NC State talked about wanting to push it, push it, push it. They wanted a track meet tonight. As much as they could get it. High rebound for Proctor. And Mitchell will swing it. Roach. Off the dribble. Guarded tight there by Taylor. And coming up on 2 minutes before halftime. Mitchell from the corner. He will drill that one. That's a tunnel.
He's got to go. You got Jeremy Roach, you got to go. That one, DJ Burns went a little too quick, but trying to beat the double team, getting there. He's got to take advantage of those opportunities with Roach behind him. Roach,
long range, yes sir. Biggest lead tonight for NC State. Up by 10. 62-52. Mitchell got it up there despite some contact.
Ryan, of course, has played a lot of games in this series, comes from Notre Dame, so this is nothing new for him.
Carolina really getting out on the perimeter to impact the ball.
And the friendly understand, I can still improve. I've got to be coached. As we welcome you back to this ESPN Sonic Blockbuster, Carolina leading Duke by 6. Filipowski,
especially in ACC play. I mean, to get 11.5 rebounds a game and 3 offensive rebounds, playing with Armando Bacot, who gobbles up rebounds like crazy.
Filipowski.
Down in the passing lane. That caused that near turnover.
Nick Jr. from France. Nice pass, Young. Couple of fakes, and he bounces it off the window.
League averaging a double-double and leading the league in rebounding. That's a tough decision for first-team All-ACC. So many players have played so well throughout the course of the year, not just in ACC play, but overall.
Duke by 1. Roach. Stewart had an impactful first half. He rolls on in and drops in 2 more. 59-52. Working behind the screen. Here's Proctor. Proctor over the top. Stewart with a finish. And he'll be off to the line. Baseline. Yes. He was a blur.
What a finish by DJ Horn.
Duke by 7. Shoulder. They're working around the horn to Roach. Got it. It's a 3.
That is
N6. A bubble team in the field according to Joe Lenardi. Groves off the mark from 3. Filipowski with a rebound. And Duke has a quick numbers advantage here. Miner comes back to defend. Filipowski has the switch on Bittman. And takes
point shooters around the perimeter and a great playmaker and passer in Filipowski.
Buchanan maybe could have taken a step further there. Floated it long. A rebound for Tyrese Proctor. Slashing into the lane. Here's Filipowski for 3.
Just think Duke's ball screen action is so difficult to defend with the balance they have. And Stewart doing a good job getting to open spaces, cutting off of it, making reads, and also making good passes. All 5 involved in the action. That's really difficult to defend. I don't care how good you are defensively.
Roach. Tough shot. It goes.
Be the aggressor with absolutely nothing to lose at this point.
Mitchell inside against Miner. Position
gives you a different versatility because you can play big with him because of his ability to play around the perimeter. You can go small and play him as a big. I mean, there's so many dynamic lineup options that John Shire has, and a lot of that centers around Kyle Filipowski.
There's a 3 for TJ Powell.
I saw you out there today talking to the coach watching practice. I think you were in your element for sure. I have to remind you we had a basketball game today.
I'm going to make you a look. First layup by Trey White, the USC transfer.
Knocked down 3 earlier. That time just turns and rips and trying to post up and use his size inside against the smaller backcourt. Any of the guards against Duke, he has a distinctive height advantage against them. He can just get it inside. He can just turn and elevate over top of him.
Proctor to Stewart, the elevation.
He can put it on the floor as well.
Here's the lob to Stewart.
And now they're in foul trouble. Let's see if they change their defense, and they look like they're going to go 1-3-1 here. Giving the Blue Devils something to think about.
Proctor gets it to Filipowski in the high post. Right by Glenn, and it falls in.
League that I don't associate with winning.
Okay.
I think it doesn't matter if you come. I think he's had the most productive year for a freshman. And no player in the league has more responsibility on their team than he has.
White, the runner, too much. Here comes Roach. Easy, too.
Maybe early recruiting ahead of the game. They might be over trying to figure some things out. Hey, Coach Payne, what do we need to do to help the Tar Heels?
Mitchell, there's that line.
So he controls things with McCain, Filipowski, Foster, and Ryan Young, the veteran big off the bench as well. Here he is, 15 in blue, wrapping it around to Kyle Filipowski. Proctor kicks for Foster. Knocks it down. 28 all, just outside of 4 to go in this first half. It has lived up to it. Chris Patola, Mike Monaco, our entire crew with you. Foster from the corner. Knocks down a 3. Go. Wake into the front court. Reed. Couldn't haul it in from Salas, and that's costly. Still plenty of time for Duke down by 5. You don't need it. Proctor for Filipowski for 3.
Be consistent or reliable, but they're going to have to play good minutes in this game.
That's why a guy like Paul Jobay is getting more time, and with all the injuries, Jim Larinaga is trying to patch it together game by game so much. And when he keeps it simple, he can be a very effective player.
And Nwoko came in from prolific prep where he played with Aiden Holloway, the freshman from Auburn.
Eve Misi as well. Corner 3, Jeremy Roach. 31%, 2 for 11 from 3. Duke 48%, 6 for 12 from 3. Roach will try another one and hit another one. Now O'Meara's got McCain on him. Filipowski over to help and got a piece of it.
He drives right into Filipowski, so you're driving right into 6'11" or 7 feet.
Transition 3 for Jeremy Roach, his third free. Why the starters are sitting and smiling right now for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, Roach with those 16 points, 4 of 6 from the three-point line. Duke 12 of 25 overall in this game. That is hot shooting.
Elsewhere in the ACC, Notre Dame is up 21 on Louisville late in that one, and Clemson at Georgia Tech, Jay, up.
Distraction, getting Carr to look at the floor and then getting to the rim for the block.
Pull a pop, that'll run home. Roach.
Eligible late December. This is a different Wake Forest team than we saw early in the year.
And news on Reed, they went to the monitor. They did give him that third foul. Captain Reed now does have 3. So they did change that to him. But Filipowski will knock it in.
Even though he did.
3. Mason Madsen finds himself with space. Jumper is in out. Devin McLaughlin was there. Post as well. And the rebound corralled by Tyrese Proctor. 3 players with 7 for Duke. McCain with 6. Many as 13. Another good find by Post. Zachary misses a 3. And BC is 4 for 20 from 3-point range. That's been really their strength offensively, especially in conference games this year. They've been very good from deep. That's Filipowski with his second.
And as you said, Virginia miraculously has gone from out to 9. And Wake is in the first 4 out, even after the big ball winning.
Coach, I don't think we've seen Duke's best performance here either. They may have a little bit of a hang-up. They're just not going up against the same level of competition that the Tar Heels faced last night.
They're all about making shots. They missed a lot of shots.
Buster matchup. Underway in Chapel Hill. Duke winning the opening tip.
Cormac Ryan starting out on Tyrese Proctor. Put a little size on Proctor.
Proctor sounds like he's all the way back from that ankle injury that cost him some time. They were without Roach for a while, Mitchell for a while. What a matchup this figures to be. Filipowski and Bay. Little backdoor cut to Davis. Filipowski got a piece of it. Duke has it.
A tight window.
McCain, big 3, the assist to Proctor.
Padula. Collins, will he hit it again? Not this time, and again, he's had a devil of a time shooting it since coming to campus. Got off to a quick start with a triple. Long one again, Foster. He nails another one. Here's Young. Young going in strong on Poteet, but can't finish. Rebound plucked away. Second effort, McCain there to grab the rebound. Boy, already under 10 minutes to go in the first half. You talk about flying by. Shot clock at 4. Nice pass for Young. He'll finish it. Of his second. Young dribble down, lays it in. 9. Now this place has been a bit of a house of horrors for the Duke Blue Devils. They've dropped 5 out of 6 here. Proctor swings it for the corner. Roach again, and that'll rattle home. A 59-51 lead. The first half was played at incredible speed. There were very few fouls and not a lot of turnovers. Duke has really been owning the glass here, and underneath an easy stuff for Young.
Right now in his second season as a head coach for the Duke Blue Devils.
Will lay it in as he went strong to the 2,000 career points. Over the shoulder intended for Shefflin.
That's one you got to get it on the glass. Allow Shefflin to have the opportunity to put it back in.
Nothing but net by McCain.
Gets another one. It's easier to define what progress really is. Here, progress is wins. Yep. That's the hardest thing. Progress is outcome.
Tyrese Proctor back into the game.
You're going to have to read and react, right? You make a play. This is how they cover it. Here's your counter. Make the adjustment and play. That's something I think Duke could do very well.
But Proctor found his man in the corner, and Huntley Hatfield now with 8.
Well, this is what I want to see what Duke does. I mean, where do you get to what you like? That's a good shot. Hard to say no to that. He was set.
I think there's no question about that. That is a break for Duke.
Just accepting that perspective has something to do with it.
Yeah. Mitchell, thank you very much.
All right, so Duke got back.
Wes, that was just Leggett drew all the defenders, and nobody was there to block out Diaz-Graham, who doesn't do a lot of his scoring from the inside.
Lead is 11 for Pitt with 9 minutes gone in this first half. Foster a standing 3. Got it. Caleb Foster.
It down.
Great pass out of a double team. You want your double teams to be really aggressive and not throw a straight line pass, Skip. It's not bad defense, just a better pass.
Proctor working with Filipowski in the pick and roll, and 2 more for this last weekend. Stop teasing us.
Yes.
They know what he's capable of. Guy who was projected as a lottery pick by many entering this year. Shot fake. Dish. Young.
In transition, and McCain launches and hits. The Blue Devils have hit 3 threes in their last 3 shots from the floor, Corey.
But that's what Jeff Cape was fearful of. He talked about transition defense, and when you're playing against, you've got to learn not to hold that hedge too long if he's got to get back to a guy that's 4 for 4 from beyond the 3-point arc now. Tough scenario for Guillermo Diaz-Graham to be in. As a player going and winning road games.
It's huge, and I was lucky because I really only had to take the ball out of bounds and give it to him. And then, he either scored or gave me a pass for, I shot 56%, which is good.
Yeah.
My assistant, Troy Weaver, told me we're going to win a national championship with this guy, Coach. I said, really? And he was right.
Yeah, he was right. He was on point. And, Coach, I'm going to say this, and not because you're here. I say it all the time. The best one and done in college basketball history, Carmelo Anthony. No question about it. You think about not just the numbers and everything that he did, but winning a national championship. Had pretty good. Has Proctor on his back.
Fall away.
Yeah, and they got him guard against Filipowski, and they take the jump shot.
Look at Roach in transition, knocked down a triple. Federico, the rebound from behind Young. Here's Austin in traffic, had it wedged from behind on the block. And Duke in transition, and McCain launches and hits. The Blue Devils have hit 3.
Done that, taking the ball away under the basket, and 3 or 4 times tonight where it's an easy basket. He's got to learn to secure that and get it in the basket.
Filipowski squares for another one.
Also got to learn not to.
Duke is done here tonight.
Coach, I'm going to take you back to a time when you were going on the road as a player alongside the great Dave Bing. How much pleasure did you take as a player going and winning road games?
It's huge. Of course, Dante Green after that, C.J. Fair, and What was that other guy's name from Baltimore?
Got same initial as me. I call him Little CA.
Yeah, Mello, that's it.
Yeah.
My assistant, Troy Weaver, told me we're going to win a national championship with this guy, Coach. I said, really? And he was right.
Yeah, he was right. He was on point. And, Coach, I'm going to say this, and not because you're here. I say it all the time. The best one and done in college basketball.
Says we're not really understanding the systems. We don't have the basketball IQ because of our youth the way we eventually will. So to be where they are defensively, playing well on that end, it comes down to effort.
That's the one thing that you can do no matter what age you are. You can play hard and you can play defense. And you can learn, you can be out physical from a freshman standpoint. I want him to use his speed and his really good mid-range game.
14 points on 6 of 17 shooting. Burton's been busy tonight. One possession game. Proctor around the corner. A switch from Davis. Mitchell left alone. Hits another.
Wait for it a little bit, Dave. Exactly.
Started 116 games for Jim Boeheim in the early 90s. He was Jim's assistant. And now taking over. There's another dunk there. Many things to compare, though, to all the great years Jim Boeheim had. And that's Jim brought in so many terrific players and coached them up. They were good players when they got to Syracuse. They were tremendous when they left. Not a little Mitchell, another slam.
Each and every possession.
Word is he can really talk it, too.
Mount Verde playing for Kevin Boyle, Coach Kyrie Irving at St. Pat's.
McKay swishing in. Home.
Yeah, Seth brought him on as Adobo, Director of Basketball Operations at Virginia Tech.
And Red said that was huge for him. Just hanging around Seth, learning so much. He said that was a gigantic part of his career, to be around Seth.
Did you say learning around Seth?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I question that.
He big praise. Filipowski, and the digs continue.
On to basketball season for the Blue Devils and the Crazies, who packed the house once again. Filipowski. 0-1 right now in conference. You lose Proctor for a stretch. Then you have the big win on the road. Nice 3. Duke led by 13 at halftime. Entry Young. That'll roll in for Cash right down Broadway. They had never played an ACC team.
No.
And now their last 2 opponents out of the ACC.
Yeah, and Bryce Cash, he's going to be a player. 4 years. If he stays there 4 years, develops, solid body, good rebounder, very explosive.
Down low, Blake's nice feed by Proctor.
I think Arkansas's got to flatten it out a little bit more. That's a tough pass.
It's a very tough pass, and it's a turnover. And it's Proctor bobbing and weaving all the way up the court. Power. Again, his second 3 of the night. His voice to a much bigger extent this year. Talking a lot more in huddles in the locker room, really stepping up as a leader as well. Look at this pass. What a play as Proctor finds Filipowski. Now it's down to 6. And Blocker lost it. Numbers for Duke. And a layup for Roach. Clock. The trap and the turnover. Roach lays it in, but it's still a 9
team in the country. Here's Milky. Can't knock it down. Filipowski, another rebound.
Duke's lucky there. Milky is the best 3-point shooter on the Southern Indiana team. Got a wide open look there.
Mitchell slipped it, and Mitchell scores it. Stan Gerard wants a timeout. After the final 3:29, Filipowski, Roach, Mitchell, and McCain. Hernandez with a miss, and Duke can trim it to 1 possession again. Tyrese Proctor off to Jared McCain. Knocks it down, and it's a... Hernandez tough shot. That one rolls off. Smith and Hernandez have taken some tough ones. Proctor pushes. He kicks. McCain rises. Got it!
Goes down and gets the call.
Nolan Coswell still smiling about it. Game up court. 5-point Duke lead. Proctor. Trying to cross up Campion. Roach open. To hit. Largest list in 2 points per game. Sat behind some really good players and had to wait his turn. Stan Gerard said he was a little impatient, but he had a great summer, great preseason. And for a guy who was actually in the transfer portal after last season but decided to return, he's been outstanding for USI. How about the spin from Phillip? I mentioned such a key cog in this team and where this season can go for Duke.
They all bring something special to the group. None bigger than this guy right here.
Handoff from Proctor to Filipowski.
Look for Roach here coming out.
Roach sets the screen, then was trying to get it. Instead, Filipowski spinning and banging and hitting off glass.
So Yotus will sit on the bench with 2 fouls. And the South size is down.
Very small.
Marrero has come back on the floor, along with Fasasi here in the final stretches. And Proctor can wind this first half down. Here's Young providing the screen. Foul line area, a little scoop and score for Ryan Young. Combined coming into today, so they're kind of doing their share to try and keep Dunphy's team moving north here. Filipowski 3 from the front. The deflection. 1 to shoot and another 3. That time Brantley went begging.
But a very, again, another contested shot, hotly contested shot.
Proctor for Filipowski, another lonesome 3.
Every night, and that's sort of a scary thought.
Shepard. And Proctor the backside rebound. Look at transition developing nicely. McCain will take another crack at it on the board.
Be a little bit more patient in the half court with their shot selection, change sides of the floor with good spacing.
Yeah, that was one of the things he said to us. Shot selection and also valuing the basketball. Jared McCain out of the corner for 3. Williamson and drawn up beautifully with just the 2 seconds to work with.
That was a very nice play. Everybody was outside, a little 2-man game in the paint.
Again, a Bucknell team at 1-3. They've been busy so far the first couple of weeks of the season. Roach knocks it down. First being shadowed by Mitchell. Got a piece of it.
That's a bad decision by Forrest. He has to understand that Mitchell at 6'9" is not going to give him that little floater in the lane.
And now Mitchell attacking. And that's what John Shire has wanted. Screen from Williamson for Bosco. Low catch for Williamson, who had to bring it down with the pass delivered there. And then a Bucknell turnover, their 10th already. Proctor kicks. McCain hoists. Hits.
Michigan State has to be more aggressive taking the ball to the hole.
Booker misses the 3. Spartans now 2 for 12.
And a jump shooting team. And you are not going to get fouled taking jump shots.
Mitchell the shot fake into some traffic. Count it and 1.
He was in the hole, but just too many arms.
Cooper looked like he might have lost it a little bit on the way up, and that might have cost him.
I think he did, but he's given Michigan State some excellent minutes in this ball game.
He's got 6 rebounds, couple of points in 13 minutes off the bench. Foster steps into it and buries it.
This much.
Let's see what Duke's response is after this 8-0 run.
Good job of guarding those screens off the inbound. A little screen for the screener action. Michigan State guarded extraordinarily well.
Mitchell, and it goes. The assist.
And he just dribbled right to the middle of the lane and buried Mitchell and went over him with that right hand. That's just too easy.
Filipowski. And he's got a chance for the floor a little bit. 2:15 to go with a 9-point lead. John Shire preaching patience.
Now the clock is their friend with a 9-point lead.
You don't have to be in a rush.
Shot clock at 7. Proctor sees it. Again, a wide open 3. And again it goes for...
Decision there, and the decision's either play the free throw game or certainly not waving the white flag. But
Roach shakes his defender. Classified last year, played as a 17-year-old, but now he's got the keys to the car here in his second year.
Yeah, he does not look like an 18-year-old. He is strong, compact, and he really got his defender on his hip, but he did shoot it too. Duke was able to get him off the three-point line. He's an excellent three-point shooter.
Kirk Kriisa has moved on. He's a Mountaineer right now, so Boswell inherits the starting point guard spot. Filipowski for 3.
What a fake.
Rivas got Reeves in the air twice, but couldn't convert.
And he's really good with that left hand around the basket. Tommy Lloyd says he's better with the left than the right. And he's right-handed.
Back out to Proctor. 8 assists, 1 turnover in the season opener against Dartmouth. Had a terrific freshman season, especially in the back half of it, the second half. Up top, and it's slammed home into, and he's all of that. Lewis baseline, off to Krivas. Boy, and he had a chippy that would have made it an 8-point game.
He just didn't go up right away, just hesitated a bit. But Duke is giving up the paint a little bit too easily.
Krivas got turned around, lost track of Filipowski, who makes him pay. Johnson with a tough catch. Banging with McCain, and McCain takes it away. Proctor, back to McCain.
So right now, Pelle Larsson having to guard Kyle Filipowski. And Filipowski needs to take him down into the post.
Roach. 1-point game.
And they should be. I mean, he's a vital part to this team. And, you know, things doesn't get any easier for Duke with Arizona and Michigan State coming up next. Great out-of-bounds play there. And so he's got a good problem to have. He's got guys he's got to force to play him.
Filipowski went up on Neshkovich for the block. Duke runs. McCain triggers. Yes!
Great. Chasing the same goals and enough talent to pull it off.
They're in a 4-point game right now, and they drop a beauty of a baseline out.
They ran it backdoor cut.
Young might have got a piece of that on Cornish, and now Duke runs.
Now, for Duke to have the advantage with Ryan Young playing in this game and at his size, they got to pound it inside. They hadn't shot a free throw yet in this half, despite their size advantage. You expect Young to get it like now.
Oh, here he is. Drew the double, scored over Williams. He was one of the best three-point shooters in the Ivy League last year at 42%. For Dusan Neshkovich, he's got 8. Foster answers. 2 years in Jared McCain, and he's got a great feel for the game as Mitchell Day misses this time.
Well, he's physically ready to play right now. He's nearly a 200-pound guard coming as a freshman. Great find by Proctor. Hello. Reeves tipped that in. Both guys are going for the loose ball.
It's going to go to McCray.
Let's give it to McCray.
Captain who brings a vocal and leadership presence to this team. A lot of physicality and toughness as well. Out of Inglewood, California. There's Proctor off the ball screen. There's the lob. Reeves, the finish. The clock. Duke 6-3. They had that walk-off field goal on Thursday against Wake. Proctor gets into the lane and backs it out. And now move to Foster. Proctor for Filipowski.
Too easy. You can tell they didn't communicate.